The Acropolis of Athens is an amazing sight. It's a collection of ancient buildings perched high up on a rocky outcrop. You can see it from all over Athens. For the ancient Greeks, it was a hugely important religious center. To us, it's a reminder of the achievements of this incredible civilization. The Acropolis is dominated by the Parthenon. This is a huge temple dedicated to the goddess Athena. It's made of gleaming white marble. The ancient Greeks really knew how to build. The Parthenon is a masterpiece of classical architecture. But the Acropolis isn't just about the Parthenon. There are loads of other fascinating ruins to explore. The Erechtheion is another temple. It's famous for its porch, which is supported by 6 stone maidens known as caryatids. For me, the Acropolis is a truly magical place. It's steeped in history. When I'm there, I can't help but feel a sense of wonder. To think that people were building these amazing structures over 2,500 years ago. The Acropolis has been occupied for thousands of years. In the Neolithic period, people lived in caves on the slopes of the hill. By the Bronze Age, a Mycenaean iron palace had been built at the top. The Acropolis really came into its own in the 5th century BC. This was the golden age of Athens. It was led by the statesman Pericles. He was determined to make Athens the most beautiful and powerful city in Greece. Pericles launched a massive building program on the Acropolis. This included the construction of the Parthenon, the Erechtheion, and the Propylaea, the monumental gateway. These buildings were designed by the greatest architects of the day. They were decorated with stunning sculptures. The Acropolis was badly damaged in 480 BC. This was during the Persian Wars. The Persians sacked Athens and burned the Acropolis to the ground. But the Athenians were determined to rebuild. They did so on an even grander scale than before. The Acropolis is home to some of the most important buildings in the history of Western architecture. Let's take a closer look at some of its highlights. The Parthenon is the most famous building on the Acropolis. It's a Doric temple. That means it has simple, sturdy columns. It was built to house a colossal statue of Athena. Sadly, this statue was looted by the Romans and taken to Constantinople, where it was later destroyed. The Erechtheion is another important temple on the Acropolis. It's named after Erechtheus, a mythical king of Athens. The Erechtheion is famous for its porch of the caryatids. These are 6 draped female figures that act as supporting columns. The Propylaea is the monumental gateway to the Acropolis. It was designed by the architect Menesicles. The Propylaea was never actually finished, but even in its unfinished state, it's a stunning building. Finally, no visit to the Acropolis would be complete without seeing the Temple of Athena Nike. This small but perfectly formed temple is perched on the edge of the Acropolis. It offers stunning views of the city of Athens. The Acropolis is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's one of the most popular tourist destinations in Greece. Millions of people visit it every year. The Acropolis is more than just a collection of old stones. It's a symbol of the enduring power of the human spirit. The ancient Greeks created something truly special here. It continues to inspire and amaze us today. The Acropolis reminds us of the importance of preserving our cultural heritage. These buildings have survived for over 2,000 years. They've seen empires rise and fall. It's our duty to look after them for future generations. I've been lucky enough to visit the Acropolis several times. I'm always blown away by its beauty and grandeur. If you ever get the chance to go to Athens, make sure you put it at the top of your list. You won't regret it.